Alrighty, I'm going to work problems 27 through 40 of our exam review. I'm going to try to work these fairly quickly. That's what the pause button is for, just in case you need to stop it, take a look at it in detail. But this is number 27, the first problem, the log of 1 base 0. What this means, meaning of logs, means 0 to what power equals 1. Well, unfortunately, that's undefined, so the answer is no solution. That's part A. Part B, the log of 1 base 10 means 10 to what power equals 1. We should know by now that any number raised to the 0 power is 1, so x equals 0. Part C, the log of 1/10 base 10 means 10 to what power equals 1/10, and I'm going to write 1/10 as a fraction, 1/10. If you remember, anytime it's reciprocated, that means the power must be negative, so just focus on the denominator. 10 to what power is 10? Well, that's 1, but it's been flipped over, so the answer is x equals -1. And number 27 is done. Number 28, what is the axis of symmetry of y equals x squared minus 3x minus 8? Well, if you graph, I would suggest graphing it on your calculator to find the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is the line that goes through the vertex. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this, but seriously, the easiest way to do it is just graph it on your calculator. And if you graph it and then use the built-in function to find the minimum, that minimum turns out to be, I think it's 1.5, and then 1.5 comma something, but the something doesn't matter because the axis of symmetry is the x value. It's the line that cuts that thing in half, so it's going to be x equals 1.5. So graph it, find the minimum, and then write it as the equation x equals whatever. Number 29. You're given an arithmetic sequence, 6, 1, -4, etc. And you're given the term u sub n equals -84. Find n. Well, you need the formula for an arithmetic sequence, and that one is on your cheat sheet, or it should be. And that is u sub n, any particular term, equals the first term plus n minus 1 times d. So u sub n we know is -84. What we don't know is the number of terms. So we know u sub 1, that's 6, that's your first term. N we don't know, that's what we're trying to find, the number of the term that -84 is. And d is the common difference, or how much it goes up each time. Well, 6 to 1 is a drop of -5, so d is -5. And then you just take that equation and solve it. -84 equals 6 plus, distribute that -5, -5n, plus 5. 6 plus 5 is 11, so we have -84 equals 11 minus 5n. Subtract 11 from both sides, you can get -95 equals -5n. Divide both sides by -5, n equals 19. So that means that -84 is the 19th term in that sequence. Number 30. What is the 100th term in the sequence 2, 7, 12, etc.? So 2, 7, 12, 17, 22. It doesn't tell you whether it's arithmetic or geometric, but it's kind of obvious that each term is increasing by 5. Therefore, it's arithmetic. We're going to use the exact same formula from the last problem. So what is the 100th term? That's the term we don't know, so we're looking for u sub 100. U sub 1 is the first term, which is 2, plus n minus 1. N is 100. That's the number of the term we want. D is the common difference, which is 5. So we have 2 plus 99 times 5, which is 495 plus 2, or 497. So the 100th term is 497. That's number 30. Let's get a clean page for 31. All right, 31, there was a misprint on the original sample exam. The sequence is supposed to be 2, 3, 4.5, comma, comma, or dot, 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 and so on. It says, what is the 100th term? Well, the first term goes up by 1, the next one goes up by 1.5, so it's not arithmetic. So it must be geometric, and to find r in the geometric, you just take the second term and divide by the first term. Well, 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Or you can take the second term, or rather the third term, 4.5 divided by 3, and yes, that confirms 1.5 again. So you know that is the common ratio. So the formula to find a specific term in an or a geometric is u sub n equals u sub 1 times r to the n minus 1 power. So 31 was asking for the 100th term, so we go u sub 100, that's the term we don't know. The first term, u sub 1, is 2. R is the common ratio, which is 1.5, or 3 halves. N is the number of terms, which is 100 minus 1. So it's 2 times 1.5 to the 99th. Just take your calculator, punch that in, and the answer is huge. It's 5.4 times 10 to the 17th.